far, so good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiden?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborg should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Money's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Guest starring on Baywatch, Raiden. So here we are, where the demo started. Da.
First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
Yes, Boris. Codec. Anyways, we can cut anything we want. We can cut the support beams to this poor pier here. We unfortunately can't cut rocks, but we can cut palm trees. So, for all of you tree haters out there. And over here we have a kitty cat. No, you can't cut the cat. It's so awesome it will backflip away from every possible chance you have to slice it. And I noticed that a lot of people seem to think that if for some reason you cut this little stairway up, you can't progress. Not true. You can just ninja run up. Not a big deal.
The bastards are using stealth cable to ambush you. Nice try. but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh?
No, Boris.
Incoming hits. Throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
I know how to combat, Boris. I've already done this in Chapter 0. It's all about finding out what attacks feel best to you. Raiden has such an arsenal that you can really just do anything to slice their areas open and do a Zendatsu, but we'll get more on that later.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real
Thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah, they still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
I suppose it wouldn't be a Metal Gear game if it didn't refuse to shut the hell up. So, our first combat rank, well, of Chapter 1, I guess. We had combat ranks in R0, but they were easy as fuck. Oh, come on, cut the damn car up. Raiden, the Vandal.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take.
We've seen this already in the demo.
The HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolzaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Not as grand as you would think. Anyways, there are red boxes lying around, but if you're on a New Game Plus like I am, you probably have all of this stuff filled up, and it just, when you have an overflow of items, it doesn't mean that you can't pick them up, they get converted to BP. Sort of like the Drebin points from MGS4. Always be on the lookout though, and you can use augment mode to find out where things are. And this chandelier actually has a data stick in it. Now, I already have every data stick in the game, so it's not going to actually be in there. But hidden throughout the game, and some enemies will have them as well,
Try to flank them or approach from behind.
are data sticks that you use to unlock stuff. Concept art, and once you get them all, it gives you some kind of an upgrade. But ninja kill! Oh, Jesus, you'd think I could be a little bit more accurate. I had it lined up, what the fuck?
Excellent, Raiden.
Anyways.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Duh. So, and here we have our first sub-weapon, a grenade. Sub-weapons not too difficult to use. We'll get to that later. Uh-oh. Is this a stealth section? So, we have a hostage at gunpoint. Or, knife, I guess it's gunpoint. So, we want to not be seen so that we can save the hostage. Zandatsu! That's basically stab and grab. But we've kind of covered that a little bit in the cutscene before. Did Ninja kill you, you sorry bastard? What the hell? Okay. Obviously I was a little too late to that one. A holo chip with some VP in it. Come on, you stupid bastard. I can't explain how useful augment mode is. When you're not being seen, it gives you a very clear picture of where everybody is and where things you can collect are. Now, I've picked up most of the major pickups that there are to have in this game, but I will go into some of the blue boxes lying around when we get to that. But for now, we still haven't been seen. The hostage is still alive. We need to save his ass. Ugh. I will eat you for breakfast. Oh! Oh, that was a close one. We saved the hostage. Because we're Raiden. And we're, all of a sudden, Metal Gear's biggest pansy into his biggest badass. Whatever, I don't know. Yes, you're safe, comrade.
Thank you. I will not forget this.
Ah! So here we are. We have ourselves our first encounter with everyone's favorite moo cows, the gecko. And while it's presented kind of like a little mini boss here, these are relatively common enemies throughout the game. It is so fucking satisfying to be able to kill these pricks that way. Now, I'm pretty good at being able to gauge a gecko's distance to me, and once you do, you can almost always bait it into trying to charge you. And you just block at the right time, and then you just make the little sequence that I did back there. Not too bad. What the fuck? Jump the gun there. I'm gonna slice all of you to ribbons, because I can, and it's just awesome to plunge my sword through your stupid asses. Seriously, you're not dead? I thought I crippled you at least. Oh well. Another S! I get the feeling that it's not gonna...
Now, keep heading for refinery.
I get the feeling that's not gonna remain the case for too terribly long. Now this actually isn't a rated area, so you can kind of stealth past everything. And I should note, you get points for, as you can see, every limb that you kind of dismember. When you dismember the head, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg. You get points for being able to do that. I want to stealth kill a fucking gecko. So I'm gonna stealth kill a fucking gecko. And Zandatsu! Okay. Stab and grab. I'm sorry, stab und grab. What's the best way to proceed here? 2 guards, 1 gecko. Oh, bullshit! Who saw me? Oh, you son of a bitch! There goes my no damage! You stupid prick with an RPG! I'm gonna fuck you up! Oh. That was annoying. Where the fuck is he? Is he below? Oh, there you are. How the hell did you get down there? Uh-oh! Gecko! You camping fucking gecko! These almost always take priority. The only reason I was going after that guy is because I think he has an RPG as well. Yes! I love to drink the blood of my enemies. Alright, most of this is old hat by now. You've seen this in the demo if you watched that video. So you kind of know that there's a boss fight coming up. But first, let's quickly take every red box in the area.
Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attack, huh?
Ah! So, in this building, destiny awaits. But what wasn't in the demo is, you see this little computer there has a VR mission. And, I've got most of them, but there will be one that I'm collecting later, just to show you proof of concept. Cutscene time!
Greetings, cyborg.
Show yourself. And you are?
I am IF Prototype LQ84I.
IF Prototype.
Interface Prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
I am here to kill you.
That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty intellect.
I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
What good is an intellect if you can't use it?
Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate!
LQ84I, more commonly known as the Blade Wolf, is the first test to see if you're comfortable with blocking and parrying at the appropriate times. There's not a whole lot to worry about with Blade Wolf that isn't telegraphed well in advance. It'll use a combination attack with its chainsaw tail that can come in bursts of 1 to 3, but a single parry amidst any of the shots usually cancels it out on top of doing damage. As you saw in the cutscene before, it can also throw knives at you, so always be ready to block them. Every third of its health brings a transition phase with enemies you've seen before. The first transition features 3 cyborgs that can be taken down with minimal effort at this point. The second transition will bring a gecko, so try to be careful and block accordingly. After some time, Blade Wolf will go into a frenzy and try and tackle you, but like everything else here, blocking and parrying make it a piece of cake. Most of Blade Wolf's offense can be cancelled with relentless strikes, so button mashers rejoice! Very important though, try to remember Blade Wolf's methods of attack for later, as less powerful versions known as Fenrir's do show up later in the game as standard enemies.
A savvy warrior uses all of his tools. Backup required. will exterminate your consciousness. I feel no pain. To continue alone would be foolish. Help me. Are we both going to fight? Re-engage. Cannot continue. Directive, liberate nation. Ensure freedom. Obey directive. Must obey directive. No freedom. Freedom undefined.
What would an AI know about freedom?